Hey you guys, happy Tuesday. I hope you guys are having an amazing week. If you guys are new to my channel, hey, what's up? My name is Kylie Francis, and I teach you guys the profitable social media marketing strategies that are working right now to grow your business online. So if that's something you're interested in learning, go ahead and click that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up if you guys find any sort of value in this video. Now, in this video, I wanted to talk about how to get your first 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, because who better to tell you that experience than me? I have 1,200 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I'm a small YouTuber, and I don't know about you guys, but I know that like when I look for advice where it's like, here's how to get your first blah, 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 and that person has like millions upon millions of subscribers, I'm just kind of like, how do you know if that information is still relevant, right? Because I see people with like millions of subscribers and they're like, here's how to get your first 100 subscribers. And I'm like, yeah, but you don't get it. So I was like, I felt this was very relevant because the last one that I did was how to get your first 100 subscribers. I'll link that up here for you guys to watch. How to get your first 100 subscribers on YouTube. I think I'm just going to keep going up and up and up. That's what I've been doing for LinkedIn as well. Because with LinkedIn, I have an entire video of how I got my first 25,000 followers on LinkedIn. Now I'm at 40,000. So my follow-up video will be about LinkedIn. If you're interested in LinkedIn as well, stay tuned, smash that subscribe button. And yeah, so let's get started. So I kind of want to talk about my YouTube journey at first. The reason why I started YouTube was because I have a Forbes top rated social media marketing Facebook group for entrepreneurs. It's called the Vibe Tribe. And that's where I really started my online business because I've been an influencer for the last 9 years. I was making money online. People kept asking me, how do you take your pictures on Instagram? How do you make money on Pinterest? How do you have 100,000 followers on Pinterest? All of these questions, right? It was like across all these social media platforms. And I was like, one thing I know and what I'm good at is creating profitable marketing strategies that I test. And I was like, what a great, like, I just love teaching people as well. So what I love doing is making things practical. I love making things like, oh, I can do that too, because I felt like a lot of that is missing in not just the YouTube space, but just online spaces in general. We see a lot of, cookie cutter 1, 2, 3, but no one really explains how to do the 1, 2, 3. So my entire YouTube channel and my Facebook group my Facebook group was to break down how an influencer does all these things and grew an online business out of it as well. So when I was doing my Facebook group live streams, I was doing all of this teaching content, how-to content. People would come into my Facebook group, ask me a question, and I would do live streams and call them my car rants. So I'm gonna link one up here for you on this YouTube channel. And the video quality is bad. I'm very aware of that. But that's one thing I want to talk about in these tips. So I was creating these Facebook live streams, and I didn't have a YouTube channel back then. I was creating all of these Facebook live streams. I was doing daily live streams where I would just answer questions. I would show up. That's that. What I realized after I was creating these Facebook live streams was that because my Facebook group was private, and as the Facebook algorithm dwindles down, Instagram algorithm dwindles down, people were barely watching my videos unless they were live. I have about 7,000 people in my Facebook group, but only 100 to 300 video views. And I realized that it had nothing to do with me and everything to do with the platform I was pushing out my video content on. So I was like, okay, I love doing live streams. I love teaching on video. I'm already doing these videos. Why do I not have a YouTube channel? So that's how my YouTube channel was born. I didn't really know much about YouTube. I have a ton of Pinterest SEO background because when I started my journey, it was on Pinterest. I'll link a video training that I have on Pinterest up here talking about my journey, how I got started on Pinterest, how I started my entire, internet marketing journey. So I am very familiar with SEO. That's something that I was comfortable with. So the thought of starting YouTube really wasn't that traumatic, I should say, or like it didn't really scare me. It was like more exciting to me. So I had all of these videos made, and my initial intention was, okay, I'll just upload all of these videos onto my YouTube channel. So I started doing that. I did that daily. And as I was doing that, I was getting views here and there and whatever, but I was getting a lot of comments back that weren't really, a lot of them were positive, but I was getting comments back about my videos, about the quality, the way they were shot, et cetera, et cetera. So let's get into this. I want to give you guys 5 tips. That's just my background, but a lot of this will make sense as I go through these tips. So how to get your first 1,000 followers on YouTube. The first tip that I have for you guys is know your niche and stick with it. Because the second tip I'm going to give you is you're going to have to study YouTube SEO. So what is your niche? Your niche is who you're serving and why you're creating videos. So my niche is social media, marketing, online business, etc. You're going to see that because my niche is social media marketing, marketing is obviously business. So there's going to be a lot of stems that you can do, especially if you're growing a personal brand. But what I try to stay away from is giving my advice on things that aren't related to the business aspects of social media. For example, I do CrossFit. I was an Olympic trials level swimmer. I'm not going to be doing swimming training videos on this channel. Does that make sense? Because the people that come to your channel want to see you as an expert of one subject. If they subscribe to your channel, they expect to get that type of content from you. So I'm not saying that once you start, growing your channel and you have 100,000, 200,000, then you can start dispersing and then you can start having fun with your channel because your audience knows, likes, and trusts you. But what a lot of new YouTubers do that I see, because they ask me questions as well, what they're doing wrong is that they're not posting at all, or if they post, their videos don't make sense together, okay? A lot of things you're going to see on my channel are marketing. That's what I'm teaching, right? And if it's not marketing, it has to do with online business. It has to do with the mindset behind it. It's all in that same bubble. So another thing that I did as well is that when I knew what my niche was, I wasn't afraid to create content about a vast array of topics in that niche. Because then I realized what people actually needed help with. So a lot of these are going to mix and mingle together. So I should have just called this a rant, but I just felt that this was really important to discuss. So I started making a lot of videos. And then after that, what I did was I looked at my analytics, or you can just look, it shows you how many video views you have. It shows you how many comments you have, how many people liked it, what your audience likes the most from the types of content that you push out there. So you can go look at my YouTube videos right now, and there are some that only have 30 views. But, that was when I had only a couple subscribers. But I do have a video right now, which is how to do a live stream without showing your face. I'll just leave that up here. It's not my best video at all. But that one has almost 6,000 views, which is so exciting as a small YouTuber because, we get this mindset rut where it's okay, I have 1 subscriber. That means no one's going to watch my videos. But that's not true, because if you go into tip number 2 and you learn how to do YouTube SEO, that's when the search engine starts working in your favor, right? That's when YouTube starts working in your favor. Google, who owns YouTube, starts working in your favor, because what happens is that when you upload your video onto YouTube, YouTube is a search engine. So if you create videos that teach other people how to do something, how to ... and your ideal client is searching for the solution that you have to offer, your video will pop up. That's how search engines work, okay? So it's really irrelevant to how many subscribers you have and looking and obsessing over that number. And it's more important to focus on YouTube SEO as a small YouTuber, because when you focus on YouTube SEO, you're going to work in favor with YouTube. Your videos are going to work in favor with Google. Why not allow them to help you boost your content, right? So let me give you a big example of this. A lot of people that don't study YouTube SEO, or just SEO generally speaking, they'll label their videos like, oh my gosh, this is the best video ever. Or like, oh my gosh, here are my secrets. And the problem with that is that people aren't searching for that. So I'm not going to go into YouTube SEO in this video. I can create a whole other video on YouTube SEO if you'd like me to. Let me know in the comments if that's something you would like me to discuss as well. But there's a lot of great information, a lot of great videos about YouTube SEO. You must study it. It's almost like a non-negotiable. Okay, like on Instagram, you can do the gimmicks and stuff, like Facebook gimmicks. When you're on YouTube, when you're using search engine social media marketing channels, YouTube, Pinterest, podcasting, and blogging, you must learn SEO because that's how your result gets populated in the search, okay? So know your niche, because when you know your niche, you're going to know the search terms you can use for your channel, and you're going to be able to do that research to see what keywords are being populated or are the most popular. I like using vidIQ. I know a lot of other YouTubers use TubeBuddy. And like I said, just go and look for yourself to see how to use that. This video is just the tips on how to get to 1,000 subscribers. So like I said, keyword research, knowing SEO, and then implementing it, being intentional about it is very, very important, because this goes into my third tip, is that you need to create what your audience needs and likes, not what you need and like. So another thing too is that what people do is that they think of a topic off the top of their head and they're like, oh my gosh, I want to talk about that. So they go and they talk about that video, and then they get upset when it doesn't get views. And it was like, well, you already set yourself up for a disaster in the first place, because you don't even know if other people are interested in that topic. You don't know if your ideal clients are interested in that topic. Sorry, I should have said ideal audience is interested in that topic. So always make content your audience is interested in. You can do this by using vidIQ and TubeBuddy, or you can simply ask your audience. Because remember, when we upload onto YouTube, it's public, right? That's how I can get 6,000 views on a video, but only have 1,000 subscribers. That works because YouTube is a search engine. So that's why prioritizing keywords over, posting what you like, maybe you just thought of it off the top of your head and like, you think it's going to be a viral video, like maybe, but I don't want to hope to grow my channel. I want to use strategies that are proven to work. So video SEO, YouTube SEO, learning the basics, it'll take you a day or two. And like once you start implementing it, you're going to get better and better. I'm still fine tuning SEO. I'm not saying I'm a YouTube SEO expert. I'm just saying that's something that when I started taking that more seriously, I started seeing the growth of my channel. So that was really, really important to me, and the growth of my channel. So another thing that really helped grow my channel as a small YouTuber is sharing my videos to other social media networks. Now this one I want to asterisk, really big, okay? Because the thing is that SEO is amazing. SEO is awesome, but it does take a while for it to it's like, okay, let's go. Let's get the ball rolling here, right? You kind of have to wait a little bit in order for it to kick in, because the video that I have for 6,000 views just started going viral right now, and I posted that a year ago, right? When I didn't really take YouTube that seriously. So just make sure that if you're using SEO, don't expect all of your videos to go viral. You can get that traction going when you start sharing your videos into places your ideal audience congregates on social media. Prime example, if I create a LinkedIn training, I am going to prioritize sharing my video onto LinkedIn, because that's where the people on LinkedIn want to learn marketing strategies to grow their business on LinkedIn. So that's why I'm going to share it there, okay? don't limit yourself. Like I know I'm using social media as an example, so you might think that that's easy, but think Facebook groups, think Quora, think medium.com, think other people's blogs. And I'm not talking about blasting your links everywhere because that's probably how you're going to get banned. But what you want to do is you want to answer the person's question when they have a question, and then leave the link. Just be like discuss half of the video and be like, I don't want to like take up all this room, but if you want to learn more, like I discuss it more in detail inside of this video. I do that all the time, and my audience loves it because if you're delivering value, that's what they want. They want the answer, right? So prioritize sharing your videos onto other social media networks. That is going to help you drastically. When I started being repetitive with that, that's when I saw the growth. Like I can't say I grew to 100,000, right? I'm only at 1,000 subscribers. But when I started doing that, I saw it like pick up a lot more when I started doing the social sharing. Another thing that helps too is that prioritize creating great thumbnails on your YouTube videos, because I can tell you this from looking on YouTube, a lot of people slack on this, and it's probably the easiest way for somebody to click on your video over somebody else's. So I'll be like scrolling through the YouTube search and like, I know my thumbnail is gonna pop out because I prioritized on making my thumbnail aesthetically pleasing, right? I'm not using the crazy cursive. I'm not using like this font no one can read. I'm not using a picture that's really small. Like I'm not like hidden in the corner like this. I prioritize making it pop. I use neon colors. I use the bold letters. It's like, look at me, look at this video, because to be quite frank, YouTube's been around for a while. So if you're creating videos and you have like competitors that are creating the same exact video, what is really gonna have them pick your video over somebody else's? If they like can see you, they wanna see your face, they wanna like aesthetically pleasing thumbnails is going to drastically help you. Creating a thumbnail is going to drastically help you. That's another thing too. I see so many videos that don't even have thumbnails and I'm just like doesn't make sense to me, right? So focus on the thumbnail. So right now it's like, know your niche, learn YouTube SEO. Talk about a wide variety of topics in your niche and see what your audience loves the most, then create more of that. Another thing that I love to do too is I love, like as I got better with my videos, I started like intertwining them. So you'll see that in the beginning of this video, I will link cards in my videos. So if I reference another video, I'll say, you know, click up here. That's what a card is for. Now you might not get them if you only have like, I forget like I think you need over 100 subscribers to use cards. But I tell people to watch my other videos that are related to the video I'm talking about. So that also helps you because that's audience retention. It means they watch this video, they're gonna watch subsequent videos because it's related to what you're talking about. So cards, I have a list, so I'm looking to see if I got anything. Another thing I wanted to note too, because like I said earlier in this video about my journey, was that when I started making it with Facebook live streams, which to be honest, if I never started doing that, I never would have been on YouTube. I never would have found time in my day to create a video. It was just like a great way for me to like get the ball rolling onto YouTube. So one thing that I really want to emphasize with putting Facebook live streams onto YouTube is that the video quality isn't going to be 4K. At least in December 2020, it is not. So the only drawback of that is that I did get a lot of comments about video quality. And I just want you guys to know that video quality is important because it is YouTube. It's a visual platform. And a lot of people, they were like, I love the value, but the video quality is bad. Now it's like, I love the video, but you're not looking into the camera. I'll get there. I'm only at 1,000. I'm trying over here, right? So anyways, so yeah, those are like the most practical things like that I think like until you reach 1,000, those are the things that I would focus on. YouTube SEO is like asterisk, make a great thumbnail. That's how people are going to click on your video. And then after that, it's get in good lighting. You know, use your iPhone. I'm using an iPhone. I'm not using a professional camera. I have a tripod with my iPhone, and I'm simply showing up and I'm being myself. I don't have crazy edits yet, and I don't foresee myself doing that. I just like, the whole point of me in this channel is to post value-based content, right? It's not for me to show up and like do cartwheels into the sunset or anything. It's to help people that need the information that I'm offering. So show up, just do it. Like your first videos are not going to be perfect. If you don't believe me, go look back at my first video. It literally makes me cringe, but it just shows my growth, right? And you can't grow if you don't start. So YouTube SEO, thumbnails, you know, and like YouTube SEO consists a lot of just the title, just FYI. So when I say SEO, don't say like, oh, I know how to make titles. It's way more than that. So take the time to study that. Do the thumbnails for your videos. What else did I say? Post consistently, create a schedule, you know, do 3 times a week, 2 times a week. I do once a week right now, sometimes twice a week. Do what feels comfortable for you, but don't do it like 1 month and then 4 months later you do 8 videos a day. Like stay consistent because the YouTube algorithm favors that. Focus on topics people are actually searching for. That's another asterisk. Don't, you know, create videos because you love it and like you think it's the best video and you think it's going to go viral, because it's probably not, okay? Focus on what people are searching for. I recommend vidIQ. I know a lot of other people love TubeBuddy. You can look for all of the, like they help you with the keyword research that populates for you, and it's free. They do have a paid version, but it's free. And yeah, make great thumbnails and then be yourself. Just show up and do it, and know that if you're delivering value-based content, no matter the niche, it doesn't really matter, and you're consistent in your niche, you show up, you're yourself, that's what people are attracted to. They want to see you deliver the information that they need, okay? I showed up, I gave you guys my top tips of how I got to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and then I'm done. So I'm peacing out, okay? Let it be, and then put it out in the YouTube universe, and don't obsess over vanity metrics. Don't obsess over your subscriber count. That is going to grow over time. Share your content to relevant social media networks. Share it into those Facebook groups. Share it onto Twitter. Share it onto LinkedIn. Wherever your ideal client is, go ahead and share it into those groups, because that's going to help you get in front of the people that need what you have to offer. So if you guys love this video, I would be so appreciative if you gave me a thumbs up on YouTube. Go ahead and click subscribe if you want more videos like this. And yeah, if you guys have any questions at all related to social media marketing, always let me know in the comments, because your question could quite literally and anonymously be the topic of my next video. See, I still mess up too. Probably will when I reach 100,000 subscribers too. All right, I hope you guys have an amazing week, and I'll see you guys on the next video.